So I'm here at the Fairbanks Antique Auto Museum, and I figured I'd show you a few cool cars. I drive a Tesla back home, and the whole entrance to this museum has 4 of the original, earliest electric cars in the world, back when the US had about 900,000 gas cars total. There were 30,000 of these on the roads. So we're going to explore some of the details, look at how they compare to today's electrics. It's a pretty cool thing we got going on. First one's from 1903 and the latest one is 1917. So here's the Columbia. You can see some of the stats here. It'll go 40 miles and it costs the equivalent of like $20-ish thousand in today's money. Has a steering wheel up front and this really cool voltmeter on it. You could swap the batteries out. It ran on 42 volt cells you know, was your usual carriage type thing. Here's 1912, and at this point things were a little more sophisticated. You can see the steering and acceleration contraptions there in the back seat. There's a whole bunch of just beautiful interior design details. Got a place to put flowers made of crystal there, and then look at the interior detail here. This is the original interior of the car. The only thing that's been redone on this are the wheels and the paint. Isn't that beautiful? So this one was $2,900 at the time, which is a little closer to like $50,000 now, and would go 70 miles on one charge. Here's the third one, which will go 75 miles on a charge, and even pricier, so maybe towards $60,000 in today's money. But this one has a steering wheel up front, and you know, the whole situation. I just love the windows and the look of the car. I'm a little bit tempted to 3D print an Argo label and put it on my Tesla. This is so cool. Here we have the first ever hybrid car. This thing is fascinating. It's called the Owen Magnetic. It came out in 1917 and it cost quite a lot. The audio guide says that's the equivalent of $60,000, but this feels more like a $200,000 car to me. This was really fancy for back in the day. The drivetrain's awesome. There's actually a secret drivetrain diagram back here. Check this out. So it's a magnet drive direct from the motor, but then it's also an electric motor as a backup. A really interesting system. You can pause to read any of these signs. They're totally fascinating. I'm going to go around all the cars now and just show some details. This is the 1917 Owen Magnetic Hybrid. Here's the front. You can see some of the gauges in here are just beautiful. Here's the Columbia again. You can see how simple the drivetrain here is. You can see there's an electric motor on each of the back wheels. Pretty cool. The audio guide of this one is especially funny. It really harshes on the Chevy Volt. Listen to this.
And the lack of a radiator. Doctors and wealthy men who didn't like to wait for a steam car to build up pressure preferred the electric cars, despite their high price. Electric cars were also favored by high society ladies, as they didn't have to be crank-started, were easy to operate, and didn't smell or make noise. Under ideal conditions, Moroccan Lang could travel up to 70 miles on one charge, which is more than the range of a modern Chevrolet Bolt. Look inside at the all-original interior and notice the steering tiller, crystal flower vase, and seating arrangement. Front seat passengers were not facing the driver from the rear. Apparently, conversation was warm on much of the road. This could very well be where the term backseat driver originated.
Isn't that funny? Alright, so that wraps up the quick tour of these beautiful early electric cars. Isn't that wild that we just decided to do away with... Oh, there's a sign I forgot to show you. Here's another secret display back here. Check this out. This is a charge station. Oh, just kidding. This is a charge station from back then. They would have these at shops and stores and places in town, so you could top up while you're shopping or eating or whatever. awesome to think that that was the case back then. In 2018, we're just starting to get back to the place where shops are installing chargers and this sort of things for electric cars. I don't think there are any more secret displays. But yeah, isn't that cool? Electric cars back in the day. Oh, to be in 1917 and to have the coolest hybrid in the world. Huge thanks to the Fairbanks. Let's look up the exact name so I don't mess it up. Thanks to the Fountainhead Antique Auto Museum here in Fairbanks, Alaska, and the cool audio guide that they provide free with entry. Sorry I was kind of whispering in this video. I didn't want to interrupt any other people's museum experiences. Go check them out on Facebook. And then stay tuned here for some more videos about electric cars and that sort of thing. I'm fascinated, now that I have a Tesla, by all things history of electric cars. So I'm sure there will be more to come. Thanks for watching. All right, never mind. Here's an actual $300,000 car. Oh, ooh, look at that. That's unnecessarily fancy, really, if we're being honest. Oh my goodness. Then here is a final look at why gasoline engine cars overtook electric cars. So you can just pause to read. Pretty cool. All right, now the actual end of the video. Thanks for watching.